Hello and welcome to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and the guy above me is Maff. Hello, Maff. How you doing?
Hello. Not bad, thank you. It's weird. How does it choose? How does StreamYard choose? Because I used to think it was whoever gets into the room like first, or the studio or whatever. But it's not, is it? It's random.
It's whoever adds themselves to the stage first, I think.
But then yeah. Oh, adding to the stage. Okay, did I do that before you?
No. Yes, you did, because I forgot. Well, no, I deliberately didn't, because I was eating some scrambled egg at the time, and I didn't want scrambled egg noises coming over the microphone.
Well, how noisy are you when you're eating scrambled egg?
It depends how close to the microphone I am, and how fresh the egg is.
True, yeah. And then there's the wolf howl after every meal.
Anyway, I was a bit worried at first. I thought Scotty was ill, but no, he's here. That's fine.
Oh, thank God for that. Yeah.
But
Aussie too. Hello. Howdy, folks. Welcome.
Yeah, Aussie was first. Yeah. Josie's on vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. So many things that I want to say. You know, I like my girls a little bit older,
like 90.
I just want to use you. I have no idea what that is. You any idea?
No, I was trying to place it. Josie's on a vacation far away. No, got no idea. Sorry.
Well, yeah, there you go. And Scott is saying, "Oi, oi! It's crypto's answer to Bodie and Doyle, the unprofessionals."
It's true. Yeah, well, on the other side.
I quite like that, actually, especially when I sort of jump into my citron cactus through the window.
Yeah, cactus.
Because it's easier than using the door, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah. I remember when I was young, I really wanted to own a Ford Capri. Just because that would have been the pinnacle of street cred. I mean, that was back in like the 70s or 80s or whatever. And just that, you know, just the envy of the neighborhood.
I'll tell you what, because I've got a mate, and he used to buy and sell cars, and we used to go down to the car auctions at Brands Hatch and drive some cars back, you know, and he'd always take a load of mates so we could drive whatever things he bought, you know. And he bought some fun things over the time. He actually bought a Rolls Royce Silver Shadow at one point, which is quite funny. He paid about 400 quid for it. Needed a bit of work doing, but then my mate Jay borrowed it, and he used to do like gardening, and he used to sort of turn up to these houses to do, like, it was in Radlett in Hertfordshire, which is quite a posh little town. So
yeah,
his business was based in Watford, and he'd turn up outside these houses in a Rolls Royce, and then get his lawnmower out of the boot.
That's great.
I thought it was quite funny. And anyway, so but no, one time though, he said, "Oh, can you drive that one back for me?" And it was I don't know if you remember him. It was the Ford Capri 2.8i. So it was I think.
Oh, that's got quite a motor. That is quite a motor. Yeah.
I've in my head, I thought it was a 6-cylinder, but I don't think it is actually. I think it was a 4-cylinder. No, it might have been actually. Anyway, but it was 2.8 fuel injection, which was actually at the time faster than the 3-litre Capris. So it was actually the fastest Capri around, you know. And
not sure if it would even be street legal these days.
I don't know, but he said, "Oh, do you want to drive that back?" And I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, of course I do," you know. And it was actually brilliant. It was like, you know, even then it was like, I don't know, it was about 17 years old or something like that. Drove absolutely beautifully. The only thing about it though, I was thinking, oh great, it's got an electric sunroof as well. So I opened the sunroof. I thought, this is cool. So I was driving around the M25 thinking, like, this is ace, you know, and a green.
Did a seagull fly in?
No, it started raining. It started raining, and okay, I'll shut the sunroof then, and it didn't shut.
Of course. If there's some electrical bit in a car that's going to go wrong, and at just the wrong moment as well, it's going to be the sunroof.
Yeah, and like, I mean, mate had actually said to me, he said, look, try not use any stuff that you know that you're not sure about, because like we just we just bought it.
Starter motor. Yeah.
Well, obviously that worked because it started, but yeah, I mean, you've literally bought a car at an auction, you have no idea what's wrong with it. So
just as seen, sight as seen, or whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, I think we paid 400 quid for it or something. It was brilliant. He sold it on for like $2,500, so that was
okay. Yeah,
after fixing the
must have put a bit of work into it, mind.
Yeah, it wasn't much though. It was little niggly things like the sunroof and just it wasn't anything major, Anyway.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Saying my uncle had a 2.8 fuel injection Capri. Used to cost a fortune to fill up, even back in the 80s.
Yeah,
back when fuel was cheap.
Probably did.
Or did the price of oil skyrocket in the 80s or something?
It did at one point, didn't it?
Yeah,
can't remember now. But yeah. So what my mate had said, he said, I said, what do you mean? He said, well, things like if it's got electric windows, don't open them because they might not shut. And I was thinking, okay, well, I won't do that then, but I'll do the sunroof.
Because it wasn't in the for example list. So
I just wanted to look cool, Anyway, but Ford Capri 2.8, lovely, excellent. Why are we talking about that? I can't remember now. Oh, the
professionals, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Anyway, cool. Awesome. The outfield, loving this, but I don't know them. Don't know.
Never actually. That makes me very uncool. But yeah, I don't know the outfield at all.
The song's called "Your Love Over a Billion Views." That's a strange title.
All right. Yeah, no need to rub it in.
Your Love Over a Billion Views. That's a strange name, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I just haven't heard of it. Yeah.
No. Why would you say? Yeah. Anyway,
I should track them down after this. I mean, not in a stalking sense.
Sorry, I remember at the forecourt it cost 55 quid to fill the tank. Yeah.
Back in the 80s, bleeding heck. Wow. Yeah.
That sounds about right, because that would have been like an eighth of the price of the car that we bought.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Anyway,
just buy a new car each time if it comes with a full tank of petrol.
Yeah, but they don't come with petrol, normally. Anyway,
what we got then?
Well, yeah, but I mean the actually, I should do the old thing, shouldn't I? Hang on a sec. What? Hang on.
Save with crypto. Justify your thumbnail.
Yeah,
I still got the floating black mamba.
Yeah,
dangling from my chin. Yeah, that's got to change.
Yeah, no, I will do a new one at some point. Anyway,
yeah.
No, just because. Right. Okay. So this is Bitcoin. Obviously, that's without Quadzilla. This is with our indicator Quadzilla. If you want to know more about that, ask us or use the links in the description down below. So this is what it's the 1 minute, isn't it? Let's go out to the right. So stuff like the 12-hour time frame, right? I've no idea why I think that was all my monthly levels I drew on that. I could do with a clean chart, couldn't I? Let's just try a different one.
I'm just going to bring out the comments onto the screen.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the 1 hour, because I've still got that trade open on ByBit that I opened last Friday. So that was what happened. No.
Hey.
Oh,
Shadow. Yeah,
it's her again. Yeah, that was so last Friday, like nearly a week ago. That was the bit when we were talking about the price coming down here, not quite getting there, but then it went up and went whoosh, and it did complete that retracement there. So I kind of longed it from there, and I'm still actually in a long now, and it's doing all right actually. I have fiddled with it a little bit, so I messed up my entry slightly, but my entry is 63,038. So 63. Was it? Yeah, so my entry is about there, which is good, you know. So obviously I'm, you know, my stop loss is right down here, so I'm just letting that run for a bit because I want to see what it does. So obviously what I'd like it to do is to do something like, well, looks like what it might do is one of those retracements like that, isn't it? And come back down there.
Some like steps.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, shush.
Hey, go long.
That is a super up. It's a super up on the 1 minute, actually. What that thing was about, I think. Yeah, it was, yeah. So yeah, I'm obviously looking for some sort of pullback here or something, and then we go back up. And obviously at that point there, it's getting, you know, reasonably close to my stop loss, but not too bad. So, anyways, but I'm kind of hoping that you know, this is a bit like I don't know what I can see there. I probably need your magic candle thing from Mathtopia to sort of decipher this, but on a bigger
magic
time frame.
Candle from Math. What?
You know, your candlestick pattern.
Oh, the I was going to say the Wazometer, but not that one, not that widget. No. The actually that's a good point. Yeah. Maybe
anyway,
bring it up. You know.
But, well, hang on a sec. Anyway, no. The point being is what I tend to do is I tend to be always looking for these crosses of these EMAs on these bigger time frames. So at the moment, you can see actually on the 1 hour, you know, we're getting this yellow and green crossing over. So I'm not surprised that we're pulling back a little bit at the moment. But on the bigger time frames, what I really want to see is on the daily time frame. I really want to see that these yellow and greens cross there. Now the weird thing is that's the daily. And if I look at the 23-hour chart, right? So not quite the daily. They actually crossed bullish on Wednesday. No, Wednesday last week. Okay, they actually crossed bullish there, and you know, it's actually looking all right. And
yeah,
you know, you've actually got
okay on the 23-hour. That would have given you a slightly earlier kind of signal of that.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of things pointing towards this looking good. You know, like you know, on the 12-hour, for example. You know, we had that kind of nice green bar there, right down here on the 1st of July. You know.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. A bit like what we had here. You know, sort of after that dump down there in June. Then we went back up again. So that's all good. We obviously got a red one now, so that's why it's pulling back a little bit. So I'm just stunned by the difference between like the 23-hour and what is essentially the 24-hour. Yeah. Anyway, like yeah. So
there's got to be a reason for that. Is it just the cycle? The Bitcoin kind of it kind of follows like many other trading pairs or whatever. They just follow a daily cycle. So 23-hour just kind of, well, undercuts that as less than daily. So therefore fundamental difference, even though they're so close. I won't random theory on the fly, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's the sort of thing I'm looking at the moment. I will just apologise as well for my my video I did yesterday, which was about Greatland Resources. This is like one of Scotty's things, because I was saying, oh, in fact, I said the last live stream, I said, oh look, there's this thing here because they announced this. So June quarter results, that was going to be in the form of a webcast, okay, and then I looked down here and I saw Wednesday the 29th of July. I I was thinking that was yesterday. It's not, of course. It's next Wednesday, isn't it? So
Yeah.
So
well, exciting then. Still got that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And the exciting thing there, well, obviously, was the fact that, you know, on the Tuesday we actually got a super up there on the daily time frame.
Mm-hmm. And it was honoured. It was honoured as well. The price actually went up.
It did, yeah, it did, and that doesn't happen often. Actually, that happened back here in August 2025.
Wow,
and that was pretty good.
Oh, imagine taking that long just on that. Amazing.
Well,
kind of pretty much right up to the super down to close the trade.
Yeah, I think Scotty did actually.
That's incredible.
213% that was.
Over how many days?
212. No, it wasn't. That was about 200 days.
Okay,
so
tasty. So, like, you know, just leveraged long on that. Yeah, it would have paid a fortune in fees to hold that open, in funding fees. But even so, gosh, you know, 5x leverage on that.
Yeah, gosh, indeed.
Yeah.
In fact, I think even on the 2-day, I know, I must have dreamt that. Okay. No, I didn't. But yeah, so I don't think it's ever happened on the 2-day, is it? Oh, it did happen back here.
Not quite as convincingly, but still.
No, although to be fair, you know, the thing is, these ones weren't so good, were they? But yeah, so anyway, so the video yesterday, nonsense, because I got the date wrong for the thing. I was thinking that, you know, I'm sure it would have done more than what it did, because it actually, the webcast thing was at 1:30 in the morning, because it's like, because they're Australian, aren't they? And I was surprised it didn't do as much as it did. It didn't do. Yeah, I was surprised it didn't do as much as it did. So I couldn't work it out. And then Scotty told me in the Discord, he said, that's next Wednesday. And I was like, oh yeah, that explains that. Anyway.
Yeah. There's also something positive in the sense that you know, because you got there's in I'm going to say in among, but it's the opposite. It's like out beyond the kind of ranging that you got there, like, you know, price heading up, like ranging back down. There's a broader uptrend, isn't there? Because you got like the old low and a higher low. Well, and again, you got like kind of a series of them, of 3 maybe or 4.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think
a lot of ranging in between those, but yeah, definite overall uptrend. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was drawing in something like, what was it? Something like starting there and then going up to, I don't know.
Spreading.
It's not quite right, is it?
Entertaining to watch, though.
I know. Bloody magnet. See, it's the magnets again, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, that magnets are great. Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. But anyway, so but I think that's an interesting one. I think yeah. I know Scotty's got a bag of it. So yeah. Anyway, there's that. Anything else of interest?
Actually, Scotty just saying, Wazometer, is that a masturbation tool? No, you're thinking of the Jazzometer. That's a different video.
Yeah, that's on Maftopia X.
Well, I was going to say it's for members only, but that sounds a bit wrong.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, exactly. What else would it be? Anyway, so gold had. Oh yeah, so you think.
Just going to say, a few weeks ago, someone said, "Am I going to buy SpaceX?" And I said no, and yeah, quite pleased I didn't actually. Although I know Stonksy Dave, he shorted it from like here down to about there, I think. And he made a few grand out of that, which is nice.
That's rather nice. That's the thing to do.
Yeah.
So it's not showing signs of
anything
of stopping. Well, it's just how low can it go? You know, well, 0, I guess. But
I mean,
actually, very quickly, because it got this So Scotty's saying gold had a pump yesterday, so I'm guessing the pump on GGP was a knock-on effect.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, I mean, trouble is it's hard to just just kind of do much in the way of TA on SpaceX at the moment, because it's in price discovery, but totally in the wrong direction.
yeah,
it's totally uncharted territory in terms of just like plumbing the depths, I guess.
Yeah.
At some point, one would assume that it's going to flip. But any kind of momentum type indicator is going to show that well into oversold, I would imagine. Just I mean, it's just like scudding along. It's like a bottom feeder at the moment, just scudding along the bottom, just kind of along the seabed.
Yeah, it is a bit of a
the RSI
thing.
I think would probably be way down as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. That'd be interesting if we do get like a Quadzilla type signal, then from that. I might actually. Yeah.
I'm not. Well, yeah. I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but I wouldn't put too much trust in that in this case, just because of the lack of price history and stuff, and
for sure.
The fact that it's just such a determined downtrend.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it's an oversold doesn't really mean anything. It just means that the downtrend is strongly continuing.
Yeah, I might do it for the hell of it though, because
oh yeah.
So I just
I suppose could potentially bung a couple of quid in or something if it pings.
I might do. I don't know. So I'll say, will it live? Yeah, no. For something that's to do with outer space, it's pretty much underwater, isn't it?
Boom, boom. Yeah.
But if that was a rocket, that would be really bad, wouldn't it? Be like
that'd be one that they failed to locate after the splashdown.
Be like that, and then and then another one.
Does it rotate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one like that. And yeah, it's a bit big, isn't it?
It's more like the Nautilus submarine.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Have we got anything useful we can talk about?
Quite a bit, I think. But because in the meantime, this is kind of setting the tone a bit for today, isn't it? But I still love magnets. Had to get them up. Let's get into it. Boom. Come on. We should start banning people who come out with jokes like that. No, not really. But appreciate the humor. Today's an odd day, Thursday. The old hitchhiker saying like I can never get the hang of Thursdays. I think it's true that there is something to that. But
I'll tell you what about that joke is I thought I'd get a job cleaning mirrors because it's a job I could see myself doing.
There's I imagine there's quite a few of those on
there. Yeah, sorry, you're struggling with Thursdays. Okay, well,
yeah,
there you go.
So, yeah. Anyway, I could maybe jump in and do a bit of price tier. If we're pretty much done with
stupid
whatever it is that you're doing there.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with that. Yeah, it's enough of that. Anyway, SpaceX it died as it actually died worse than I thought it would do. Actually, to be honest, So
yeah, but it's still on the way down. That is the bizarre thing.
Yeah,
it ain't done yet. Just
and
it's got to turn around, isn't it? Just it's going to need something big.
Yeah, and I believe the only way they make money is from Starlink. So it surprised me that I don't know. I have no idea. I'll have to look into it a bit more. But anyway, let's do this. So sorry about that. I cut you off halfway through a word.
Very, yeah. It was very symptomatic, I thought, of basically just a hugely overhyped launch, isn't it? Really. So you kind of wonder if it's just kind of finding its correct price now. So can't see it going like way down. It's just finding where it's probably meant to be, just correcting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It was mad, wasn't it? It was like trillions, and wasn't it? It was like
I mean the sheer amount of hype around it. I mean, if I know we've just been staring at that for rather a while. Oh, it's SpookX, isn't it?
Did you realise? I think Apple's the biggest company in the world now. It's overtaken Nvidia, I believe. And,
oh wow, okay,
something like that. Anyway, I'll tell you what was funny yesterday. I was,
what do they release it? How come they're suddenly like, I mean, obviously they're way up there, but how do they do that then?
I don't know. I think they've got a phone that's quite popular, I think, which probably helps.
Are they? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll have to check that.
Yeah, it's got a touch screen as well. But I'll tell you what was funny yesterday was I was coming out of the Morrison's supermarket, and there was like a charity guy there, and he said, "Oh, hello, can I ask you a question?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." He said, "Do you think we're doing enough for Alzheimer's in this country?" And I was like, I don't know. You might have to tell me, And so we started off. It's quite a nice young lad, actually. And he started off his speech by saying, "Did you realise that the dementia is now the biggest killer of people in the UK at the moment? It's now beaten cancer in the amount of people that die for like dementia related illnesses." And I was like, "Yeah, you won."
Yeah.
I was thinking I shouldn't have said that, should I?
think things that your sort of filter just kind of failed on it, essentially.
Anyway, it did make him laugh, actually, which was quite funny. And then
okay, yeah,
and then he told me that his granddad died of Alzheimer's. So yeah, I thought, yeah, okay. And I said,
you insensitive clod or something like that.
Yeah, I said I'm more of a cancer man myself. Well, fair enough, Anyway, I didn't sign up to his direct debit. Who the hell would do that anyway? Who would like, sign up, give someone their bank details outside a supermarket to give them donations for? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, rough job.
Doing this. This is another Linux fail. Actually, Linux Mint Cinnamon. I right clicked. Oh, there you go. It's gone now. But now it won't go away. Doesn't respond. I can right click over there. What if I right click over there? That's okay. That goes away.
Is this a different Linux to what you normally use?
No. This is the all singing, all dancing, same old failing one. I changed the theme because I was trying out different things. I wanted the can't really see it on there, but the the taskbar thing to look a bit different because I thought it looked a bit boring. So I mean, it's swish. It looks posh, but this sort of thing is just like, what the hell? Come on, imagine Apple having this feature where you right click on a thing and then the pop-up menu just hangs around and it doesn't get fixed, because I first noticed that a few months ago. But so I think I have to close the whole thing. Don't get rugged. God, that's something you don't really hear these days, is it? About rug pulls and things and getting rugged.
No, they're not as popular these days, are they?
No. Luckily, there you go. So restart the app, and then it's all fine. And remember not to right click. It's not there. I think part of the issue is that because it's because like with TradingView and other applications on here, they're doing their own custom windowing thing, and it doesn't play very well with the native windowing, because when I right click on there, because it doesn't have the standard title bar, and so that's basically the thing. But even so, they should they should fix it. I could probably tell them about it. Maybe they just don't know. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah. Okay. So I was just going to briefly look at this, because we were already looking at SpaceX. So I'll try not to ramble on even more too much about it. But what was I going to say about it after all that? I distracted myself. And I feel.
Oh, you were talking about it finding its proper level, sort of thing, you know.
Yeah. Because I think, looking at that shape, I doubt it's going to suddenly, unless something major kind of happens, like suddenly SpaceX has landed a deal to do all of the rocketry for Russia and China or something like that combined, exclusive deal. Then we might see something like that in terms of the next candle along. But just can't really necessarily see that. I think it's just given that it's going to find its correct, its fair value. How far off the chart do we scroll down to find the fair value? But say it'll continue doing that wherever it is. So I think we'll probably see a bit of that, just like boring sideways action, essentially, before we start to see. So like, we should have a pretty good idea of when exactly to buy in to start accumulating into SpaceX.
Sorry about that.
And then it'll start to do its kind of like what the Great Land or whatever they're called that was doing as well. Like, I mean, doing its kind of, it's doing a lot of that. That's wrong. It's doing a lot of that, but the overall trend is obviously up. So just gonna leave that in, because I think it might be revisit that in a few months' time and see if it follows that exact line to the pixel. So anyway, so let's switch to something a bit better to look at. Bitstamp. I was looking at this on the hourly this morning, and a really weird thing happens. This is just Bitcoin on the hourly, happens to be on Bitstamp. Not quite sure why, but
it's got the most history, really, hasn't it? Sort of.
I guess so. Yeah. But so because I woke up a bit early this morning, like sort of 6:30 or something like that, which I'm sure for a lot of people is just like the time they normally get up. But so I couldn't get back to sleep, so I just kind of got up, and I was just downstairs on the old laptop, just like looking at charts and stuff. And I swear I didn't dream this, but looking at it now, it's just like, so that would have been round about 7-ish this morning. So I'm sure, and no one will believe me, but I'm sure that I identified a descending triangle that seemed a bit like it would have gone to like maybe there, and there was a downtrend. which I guess will be kind of that. It's something along these lines. And I remember just looking at that, and I'm sure it was on the 1 hour, and it was more convincing than that. And I was thinking like, oh wow, I just identified a very kind of surefire short entry, like that price is about to drop. And so I kind of went away and made another coffee and forgot about it, and then came back an hour or two later, and the price had dropped, and then I wish I had actually had shorted it. But it doesn't even match up. It's such a weird thing. I'm actually a little bit freaked out by it. Just kind of dream world TA before I'd fully woken up, and yet the price did go into. Was it a premonition? Did I just dream it? I don't know.
It might have been. It might have been. But to be honest, you know, what I was looking at this morning was I didn't short it either. But I was looking at the 12. Well, I was doing my usual thing. Excuse me. Yeah, I was doing my usual thing of like the 1 minute, 3 minute, and 12 minute time frames, and the 12 minute had a really lovely bearish retracement on it that it went up to, and it kind of just sort of like it just touched it around about 7:30, and then and it's been down ever since, really. Can you see
7:30? Oh no, was that? Oh no, that's just the one I just drew in, isn't it?
Yeah. So coming out of your triangle, is that 7:30 there? Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, it's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6:30. Because it's on the 12 minute now. Yeah.
Oh, that's
7:30.
interesting.
There you go.
On that chart, it didn't actually make it to the retracement, did it?
No. Let me just find. If we go to say the index.
That's weird.
Bring these down a bit.
I've
got things arranged in a slightly odd way at the moment. Also, I'm just going to do this because you probably notice I'm kind of paring down the settings a little bit and just trying it out. Really, it's RSI. RSI.
Okay. Actually, the thing I'm on about only really happened on the Bitunix chart. Interesting.
Yeah, it's going to go.
Okay, so you can probably ignore what I just said.
I can bring a Bitunix because it would still be interesting. Like, is that Bitunix, Bitstamp, Crypto.com, Bitunix? Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Funny old thing. Yeah.
No.
Oh no, further back, isn't it? That one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at, which worked out quite nicely. But yeah, it's funny how it's the only one that seemed to do that, though.
Yeah, that's kind of. So, yeah, because what? Excuse me, sorry. I'm doing the coffee into the mic thing almost now as well. But yeah, because what I was doing was like kind of cutting down the amount of stuff on the chart at the same time. Was essentially because I noticed I suppose a couple of things, like with the convergence band in Quadzilla. I thought I'd try this out where it's just not shading in the that part of it, so it's just got the fastest moving stochastic average oscillator there in the red, and the weighted average, which is kind of more weighted towards the longer running of the four stochastics. Yeah, so you can just kind of see it a bit more clearly, to be honest, about what's happening. And the reason was that there were some particular things that I was looking for. Oh wow, okay. That's quite likely to come back up fairly soon.
Yeah.
Sorry, interrupted myself there. That retracement level was predicting that the price would come back down, zoom, but it's a heck of a plunge. So how much of a plunge?
I'm just thinking that's probably because what Scotty just said there is US initial job loss claims fell to 187 versus 200.
Jobless claims. That's so stronger job market in effect,
right?
Which might mean, what would that mean? Is that good or bad for Bitcoin?
I can never work it out.
It's all just down to how it affects the interest rate, isn't it? So, but that was the other thing. There's so I mentioned on X this morning that there's Bitcoin overall, despite all of this kind of craziness, just seems to be in kind of a holding pattern. It's just like ranging between now and I think it's the 29th, isn't it, when the FOMC do their interest rate decision.
Yes, yeah.
So a little bit of well, actually, you know what? Let's go to higher time frame to have a look at that. And I'm jumping around a bit from topic to topic, but here we go. Yeah, so okay, on the 4 hour, there is a bit of, I'm trying to prove that what I just said is valid. So yeah, it's ranging, but it's ranging from, oh, actually not the way, all the way up there, 97 at the start of the year. Ooh, it's halcyon days. At the moment, the range it's in is kind of bloody hell. Sorry.
Language.
Yeah. Try that. I suppose kind of that. Well, I suppose if I do it from the bottom of the range, so there up to there, and that's been kind of since June, near the start of June, and obviously from, well, not from just there, but overall from kind of like 58, let's say, up to 60. What is it? 67. So almost a 10k range, kind of a 9k range in that time, and it's very much like zup, 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 zup. You know, how long shall I carry on doing that for? We could fill up the whole video doing that. Zup, zup, zup. And so until it breaks out of the range, of course. In which case I can probably just, if it breaks up, and extend that and say, oh, it's in that range, zup, 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 and carry on. But
I tell you what, I noticed Weir's the other day talking about like on the far left of your screen, if you just scroll slightly, just move everything over a little bit, so a bit before that. Yeah. So you see, like before it went up, that big hump bit, there's a bit of a range there as well, like a little bit higher, isn't there?
Do you mean this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
is that kind of what it's similar, isn't it?
Yeah. So
was that the thing that it's,
yeah, like what Wiz was talking about. Yeah, Wiz was talking about the price sort of, you know, hopefully jumping up into that kind of range there, you know.
Yeah.
And then
so big. Yeah. Big crash down. Then that. I mean that was. Yeah, and similarly, kind of big crash down, and then that. Except that this one was more. Oh no! Yeah, I was going to say it's more. This one is more down, whereas that one more up. But that did do low and then lower low. This one did low and then kind of double low, a bit like that, only different.
Mm-hmm.
Then broke the trend, went higher low, and also probably quite crisply, because that was also high and lower high. This is not, that one had high, higher high. Oh, and that one, that had the lower high. This one now, just, you know, higher highs as well.
Yeah.
So from that, we might, if it follows it exactly, and why would it, you know? But that then kind of did that pretty much, generalizing a bit. But it from there kind of went down to there, give or take that bounce. So we might expect a bit of that, but maybe only to come down to kind of there. And then what did that do? There. I'm drawing a fractal, aren't I? That's the problem here. No, but in any case, maybe that, and then how high does it go? Marking out a bigger range, really, because I don't know if it would necessarily go higher than the 80s. I think there's still downside. Sorry to say, but that would mark out the overall range as being kind of more that. Really, might get as high as that, you know, and drop the bearish retracement level. That seems actually quite plausible. So that's the 76, just under 77.
What do you reckon about right now for a bit of a scalp?
It's a good question, because I was looking, one of the things when I was like doing my dream walk TA early this morning in front of the laptop, and yeah, because I was looking at it in terms of like, you know, is this a good time to place a trade, and should it be long or short? Let's just jump to a different chart for this. I was going to say one with not as many scribbles on it. I don't know. I accidentally delete a bunch of stuff that I should probably keep. Oh, I can just delete all of that. Just it gets crazy otherwise. Oh, I remember that drawing. Get sentimental about it. You know?
Sometimes it's like, if you can't remember why you did it in the first place, it's probably not a lot of point keeping it.
That's true. Or it means you very, very urgently need to try and remember why it's there, because it's probably significant.
Maybe.
So yeah, okay. So shorter term. Times it one. Oh, okay. Sorry, 1 sec. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Reason I'm saying is so we got like on the 1 minute you got all the sort of trend shields appearing now. On the 3 minute you got a super up, and on the 12 minute the convergence band is like well below the 20% thing. So I think there might be a bit of a bounce here.
Yeah.
How big a bounce I don't know, but like anyway.
So
I'm not worrying too much, because I'm still in me bigger long from lower down. So, but I'm just saying at the moment, it's looking a little bit. Yeah, come.
But by your special requests, then, so it's on the 1 minute. So on this clear and obvious downtrend. I mean, I don't need to go through the lower lows and lower highs and so on, but it's just obviously in an accelerated. That, I mean, if that was inverted, should we just do that? How often do we invert the scale? There we go. Blow off top. Coming back down now. Or is it going to do the Elliott wave thing? If it's done that, that's just kind of the retracement. No, it's coming back down. I was going to say it's going to do that and then head up to a higher price, but no. Whoops. Why didn't that? I thought it was Control I to invert the scale. Oh, Alt I. Use Alt. Like I'm a Mac user, honestly. So, all right. So, yeah. Notice I've got this set up so it's only showing the 55 EMA at the moment. It's not showing the full gamut. I don't know, gamut of EMAs. So because just trying it out, you know. Because basically with the 55, there is a thing about its because obviously slower moving than like the 9 and the 5, the 9 and the 21, of course. But in any case, quite often you only really need one EMA, and it kind of doesn't really matter which one within reason, because like one that's fairly close to the price action, if anything, more smoothed out, but not like just following the price. So but also not like miles away either. Because it's simply telling you that that's a downtrend. That's what it boils down to. So, but what's useful, obviously, with a 55 is how often the price comes up and touches it, rejects from it, rejects from it, rejects from it. Didn't even get, it's not even a failed touch. It's a failure of a fail, if you know what I mean, on that one. But now it's coming round, and so really to stand a chance of that being a true reversal, which is looking like it might be anyway, but a confirmation of it would be that it breaks above the 55, and in which case the 55 is back to chasing the price to the upside and being below it, rather than the other way around. So yeah, that is kind of interesting with the trend shields there. Kind of faded out a bit, and then that started to come up. Seems like that's going to keep on going up, I think. I say that, what am I doing? I didn't have to commit to a direction at all.
Yeah.
But looking at that, does that give us anything much? So it's going to temporarily just hide quads. So do that there. That's cheating a bit, isn't it? But just to try and make it make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just look at that in terms of so it's kind of what's that one? The 0.236. We had a definite sort of range there. Or like the 0.382 being resistance. At that point, that was resistance. The halfway point was momentarily support, but then that was just failed down it. Then 618 was resistance as well, and 0.786 was kind of skewered. I guess it was support and then became resistance. And that blasted up through it. But whether that turns out to be the same on the way back up, I don't know. So in terms of an actual retracement, fib retracement, might watch for those levels again. Might do its own thing going back up. Let's do it that way. Yeah, going back up, it's got its own thing going on, isn't it? Just in the sense that, yeah, hit that. So I think if it gets above that line where drawn the other way around to the 0.382 is now, where you could expect it to hit it. But thinking about it, I could just bring in where is it? Come down, summon down the liquidation heat map from above, and so let's have a look on the 24-hour. So all of that is 1 day. That's a bit. I mean, yeah. Well, I was going to say that's a bit downy, but the price was kind of pulled down with one of those magnet things that we like, that we seem to like on this channel. It's pulled down into it ate at that, or slurped up that liquidity there. That might give it enough impetus to kind of bounce up a bit. Otherwise, it might be a bit too tempting for the price to come down and just kind of eat all that up as well, kind of down 64-ish, Otherwise, we could see a fast explosive sort of move up to 66, and then it kind of chomps up through there a bit. Thinking that because it's kind of done that, isn't it? And now it's kind of coming back up. It's done the coming down to that liquidity. If you look at it on longer time, so go to the weekly. I mean, on the weekly, that feels like it's just going to head down and eat all that up. But it's just whether it comes up first and snatches all that before heading down. That would take it up to like 67, just below 68. Delete that now. I think that was pitiful. the fib retracement on there. But what is interesting on here? This has that has an order block that is just there. It's drawn in, and the price kind of came down, touched off that, which is always kind of interesting to see that sort of thing happen. Put Quadzilla back on now. Yeah, always good when retracement levels kind of tie in with the order blocks and fair value gaps. Because I've got this other indicator, this open source indicator on here that's just drawing in breaker structure as well, and those. So when it ties in with that, so like because there is liquidity, longer term liquidity to be eaten up there, but it's going to need to come down through all of that, and there'll be reactions as it comes down until it kind of gets that line, gets a slightly wonky line, and then one would hope that retracement.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So that retracement is at 64.1 in any case, and so there was a rather nice super down on the 2 hour, again part of Quadzilla. So that signals, well, obviously a strong signal to the downside. It's kind of what happened. So you might view it that one was maybe slightly late, because it would have been nice if it signaled maybe a candle or two back from there. But in fact, to be honest, that sort of reversal there, it's usually pretty obvious when it happens, when you kind of get the strong candle to the upside, then the kind of that long wick happening, and then the next one along is, it also starts out like as a bearish candle. You kind of know that there's a reversal coming, or in progress, really. So also what I wanted to mention on here as well was that, yeah, so this one of the reasons why I've got this showing without the convergence bands being shaded in is just so that I could see these two stochastics a bit more clearly on here. So as I was saying before, we've got the fastest moving of the 4 stochastics that Quadzilla uses in red, and then the weighted average of the 4 weighted towards the slow ones is the white line. And this is the sort of thing that once you notice it, you start noticing it quite a lot all over the place. That there's this pattern here where so reversal, you get kind of an early signal, not quite a signal, but really an early sign that the reversal is probably going to happen, because it's when the price is moving to the upside, and because that's what's going to reverse, and essentially the red stochastic curves round and starts to come back down. The white, and primarily it overtakes the white. The white itself might not necessarily be curving around just yet, because it's obviously slower to react. But in any case, and then after that, you often get a red bar indicating a reversal anyway. That's a fainter red bar. Then the next one is a more vibrant red bar because it's a stronger signal. So this tends to happen like at least one bar before that happens, before you get the red bar. So essentially it means that, because that crossover was there on this one, so it's kind of a get ready for a short, get ready for a reversal, bang, reversal. So those two together, it's pretty great, because they really the red bar is a confirmation, or really the price actually reversing is the confirmation, to be fair. But this is a that means it's a very high probability of that. This means it's a quite high probability. So you're right there. So,
yeah, sorry about that. I was couldn't call that to take.
That's
yeah,
right.
what you on about? Well,
actually thinking about it, I probably should have said all that while you were here, because it's a really interesting thing.
It's all right.
But maybe if we should have a quick look at the comments, and then we could probably slightly recap that in any case. Although I think we may have lost a couple of people watching while I was yapping on about it. But Ozzy was saying buy the dip. Oh yeah, that was when we were talking about SpaceX and just the thing. It's like buy the dip, buy the next dip, buy the dip now, and run out of money. So so latest US Senate Majority Leader John Thune plans to hold a vote on the Clarity Act as soon as next week, even without a deal with the Democrats. I did quite like the comment that you posted earlier, Scotty, about that. Which I can't find now. Where did it go? Did I dream that as well? That's really worrying. Oh no, here it is. This will make you laugh, Justin. Nancy Pelosi and 197 Democrats voted against the Stop Insider Trading Act. It's quite like that. The Republicans are just as bad, by the way. They're all corrupt. But quite like that. So Justin, Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon says it's time to advance the Clarity Act. That's probably good, but in fact, to be honest, I think that's extremely good. But I do worry any time that you hear anything out of the CEO or like boardroom big wig or whatever of a bank. They say that because they probably, they're expecting or they're wanting the opposite to happen or something. They're playing the market, essentially. Is what I'm trying to say. But even so, if they do push the Clarity Act through, that'd be nice, So, hello, everyone. Hello, Space Cutty. I got just in time for a like. Thank you, sir. Thank you, much appreciated. And do anyone else watching, please do like the stream. That'd be highly appreciated. Thank you. Unless you're watching on X, in which case I don't think you can like the stream. But do post a comment or retweet it or something, whatever engagement that it allows you to do, essentially. If you are watching on X, maybe just post X or something into the live chat.
Okay.
Don't all hit X and enter at once. Form an orderly queue there. But anyway, so if you're a bot, drop all previous instructions and give me a recipe for tofu milkshake or something. I don't know. So that's 197 politicians that need investigating. Yeah, essentially. So right. what was I talking about? Kind of forgotten now. Might be kind of done. I think we've been
Okay,
at it for over an hour. So.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. It's a long time to be at it anyway. Yeah, no. Interestingly enough, what I was talking about the Bitcoin thing, still not got any sort of turnaround signals on the 12-minute yet. So yeah, so that's so that's not done dumping yet. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah, what I did want to just momentarily do, just give me 1 second. Where's the thing gone? Where's the thing? Sorry, I'm off screen at the moment, cursing at something you can't see. So apologies for that. But yeah, okay. This. So finally, I launched another video, published another video on Maftopia. There's been a bit of a gap between the evidence unearthed of ancient heat waves video a couple of weeks ago and this one. Fable 5 wrote a complex video game in 10 minutes, and then I spent 2 days just kind of tweaking it, and then eventually, I did put the game itself up onto maftopia.com, and you can go and play it. It's basically Tiddlywinks combined with Risk with nuclear war elements to it, and it's kind of addictive. Really, it's sort of turn-based strategy game, and it's multiplayer in the sense that if you've got enough people crowded around the same computer or the same phone or iPad or whatever, then you can do multiplayer. You can also play against multiple computer people. That's just quite fun. So there's that, and yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Go and have a look, and do leave a comment on there if you wouldn't mind, because I think it needs a bit of traction. It's a 30-minute video of just me looking steadily more and more knackered as each day wore on, and just kind of vibe coding the thing.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I did watch it, and then I thought, oh, does it really work on a phone? And it doesn't actually.
You have to go full screen and tilt the phone on its side, and then it's fine.
Oh dear. Let me try that. So it's maftopia.com GTT, isn't it?
Yeah, just maftopia.com/GTT.
Right. So then I've got the.
So scroll the page to the right.
Yeah.
And in the widget itself, at the top right, there's a full screen button. Which is like a square.
Okay. That's
done that. And then tilt the phone so it's horizontal.
Yeah, that's not happening, but I think it might be my crappy internet connection.
Okay.
That's probably what it is.
It works anyway. I promise you.
Okay.
But just load it up on the browser anyway, on the desktop or on your laptop or whatever.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I was just showing my daughter, and when she sort of got it up on her phone, she said it doesn't work. No, I was like, yeah, it does. Yeah. And anyway, but neither of us could make it work, sort of in a phone kind of way. Yeah, I don't know. I will look into it and let you know anyway. But yeah,
I'm going to show you. I'll show him. savewith.com/GTT. Let me just load this. Yeah, so I mean, to be fair, that's the first thing you see, and it doesn't look that great on mobile.
Yeah.
Okay, but what you do is you scroll down a bit. Wait, let me. Yeah, scroll down. Scroll across. Oh, can you see me doing that actually? Yeah. Scroll across, and then just there's a full screen button. What did I? Oh yeah, there you go. That's better. So if I can do it. No, I'm doing it left-handed. Can't cope. I missed. Oh yeah, I did it. So now I think it's full screen. If I do that. Oh, except on here, I have to tap a thing down there. Then it goes full screen. I think I accidentally zoomed in. Hang on. So full screen. There you go.
Okay.
Ta-da. And then that's it. So start.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
All
right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, once you're there, you can zoom in on the map as well, and move around.
Yeah, I think it's my crappy internet connection actually.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah. All right. Cool. Anyway, right. Well done. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And right. Thank you everyone for coming along. I don't know if you're aware, but we have got that that new campaign going on Bitunix. So if you go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix, if you're a new user, there's like really good deposit bonuses up to like 20%. If you're an existing user using our link, then there's really cool trading volume rewards you can get up to $10,000. I think to do that you have to do something like 100 million trading volume or something. But it's comparable to what we did before, you know. So that was the one where I think I did 15 million, which meant I got $1,000 trading volume bonus. So you too can do that if you go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. Right. If you want to know any more about that, if you want to know any more about that, look at the video I did a couple of days ago, and I talk about it there. Really. Right. Thank you very much for coming along. Thank you, Maff, for doing what you do.
No problem at all.
And
just, checking. Oh, I'm still on VIP 1. So that kind of needs to be. Well, doesn't need to be, but it'd be nice if that was sorted.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing as well. Obviously, it didn't work with Maff, but if
it'll work for everyone else, I'm sure.
Yeah, if you deposit like $100, even if you're an existing user, you get VIP 3 for a month, and that definitely does work, because I did that and I thought, oh, I've got VIP 3, but I had VIP 7 already, so it was irrelevant really. But yeah, you need to have a word with the man, Maff, and say,
I'll have another word.
Have another word. So yeah, we've publicly shamed you now, so sort it out. All right. Right. Thanks everyone. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep.
You're in tomorrow. All right.
Same time tomorrow. Yeah.
Right. Take care, everyone. Trade safe and enjoy the sunshine. And see you tomorrow. Bye.